Thank you very much. Yes, let's quickly fire through that one as the drivers are on their second and final warm-up lap. Clement Ultron and Julian Cameron start this one on the front row. Ellie Goldstein and Marcus Luzio on row 2. Jack Nettleship and Kevin McQueen go from row 3, from Diego Castro and Andrea Pirovano on row 4. Aaron Garcia and Marcus Glum on row 5, from Angelo Mello and Alex Moore on row 6. Lewis Bird and Hugo Heron go from row 7, with Kevin Latinga and Ronan Hennessy on row number 8.
Row number 9, we have David Concalves and Conor Grant, unfortunately not with us as he missed his time to make it on the pre-grid at the gate. Then we have Luca Federico Rodriguez and Jules Vanul, Enrique Oliveira and Charles Lambert, followed by Juan Alois Lesti, Gilles Redmans, Oran England, James Wood, as well as Francisca Queiroz, Sam van der Eyden, Austin Gale, Etu Ala Kulpi, Lars Venink, Felipe Rodriguez, Oscar Cura, and Thomas Gronal Iles. Pretty much a full grid, except for Conor Grant, unfortunately, missing out on that qualifying heat, D versus G, the last one for those two groups. We're going to have two more after that in the same rotation, and the last one for the senior category before the next classes will come into play. So it's now or never for those drivers to secure a good starting position on the grid for the superheat tomorrow. For the pole positions, it's done and dusted with Gus Lawrence and Ian Hickmans on pole position.
Formation lap complete then into the tram lines. Lights go green. Here they go then down in towards turn number 1. Great start from Ultron. It's not great from the outside row though. Julian Cameron getting swamped in by the pack as the rest of the pack disappeared. Here we go then down in towards turn number 3 they go. And any changes, any dramas, I think we're all good. And it's a good breakaway from Ultron at the front. A little bit of dust getting kicked up at the background there, but it's Goldstein who's there in second place. And he's got the close company of his teammate Andrea Pirovano in third place behind him.
Good getaway for pretty much everybody into that field under the leadership of Clement Ultron. Watch out, the TB car driver is further back, ready to give him a chase with Nettleship as well as Ellie Goldstein.
I say it's Nettleship in third, sorry, not Pirovano.
Yeah, Nettleship indeed. Different team, same chassis, but Goldstein is very much on the tail of his former teammate at Vidica Racing. There's been a different couple of colors for Ellie Goldstein over the past few years, but the Belgian is very much in need of another strong result so far. As he's been wearing new faces, picking up his first win to get us started today. As lap what is completed, Goldstein second. Can he commit to already making his move? He's just going to wait in the wings. Nettleship down in third. Cameron, Luzio, Castro, McQueen, Glum, Aaron Garcia and Pirovano. That's for the top 10 from Lantinga, Meli and the rest of the field. A couple of drivers climbing through as well. 4 places for Federica Luja, P16 up 7 places. Pretty good opening lap for most of the drivers out there. As now there's a switch. Goldstein taking the lead in front of Clement Ultron. The VDK driver shutting the door because Nettleship was ready to snatch that second position right away. He's going to have pretty much an entire race to try to do that. Clement Ultron under pressure now. As I said that, into turn number 5, that is, turn number 13 that is. Clement Ultron loses another place to Nettleship up into P2. Now it's you can see that there's a double wagon. The top 3 trying to pull away just a tiny bit from the rest of the field, as we have Castro 287 with a lot of drivers who decided for this race to put on new tires.
Certainly so. On to lap 3 now, and Goldstein just looking to the inside there. No stays there in front. No drama from Jack Nettleship. And Diego Castro, who has put himself up into 4th place, running with a fresh set of right-hand side tyres. On the left-hand side tyres at the moment. So he's got a good benefit there of trying to gain some positions, and gain them he is doing. He gains 1 and then immediately loses it again on the exit as he's battling away with Marcus Luzio. Luzio denying that attack there. Has Ultron back up into 2nd place now as well from Luzio. Castro there in 4th place. Changes happening thick and fast. So it's Goldstein, Ultron from Luzio, Castro, Nettleship, Cameron. Then it's McQueen, then it's Glum, Garcia, Pirovano, the top 10. Latinga just outside of it in 11th place. But eyes on these battles here as Ultron going a little bit wider on the exit of turn number 1 to the inside. Here comes Castro, very close there, but Marcus Luzio just slamming the door closed through turn number 2.
And we had not seen much. Oh, a yellow flag into the first sector, by the look of things, into turn number 3. Maybe some drivers involved there. We might need to see that again. but for my position, we don't seem to be. Yeah, it's over yet, or it's already over. Sorry. So it was a very brief yellow flag. But I was going to say that, of course, we haven't seen much of Castro, the Portuguese driver, so far, and there's a good reason to that. He's been having a bit of a up and down weekend, and that's why he decided to put on half of a set of fresh tires on the left side. And look at him having wings and trying to attack already. Clément Autran losing a place to Marcus Luzio, the new chaser to Eli Goldstein. So a couple of drivers decided not to go for a fully fresh fresh set, should I say, for this race. Half of it for Castro, which is enough for him to climb 3 places and really putting himself in contention for the win. A couple of the drivers as well. Andrea Brovano, who was 8th on the grid, decided to go for the right side with fresh rubber. But at the moment, at the 2:51, not quite able to maximize that performance, as he just lost position after position, 15 positions gain. Lost, sorry, for Pirovano from TB Kart. So he went the other way around, unfortunately for him. As for the back, the Pirelli machine over there from MDC. This is Aaron Garcia committing to the move on the inside on Julian Kamen. So Aaron Garcia up into P6 on Julian Kamen by the look of it. As Clément Autran in the meantime is losing top 3 finish to Diogo Castro from Ana Santos. Diogo Castro, one of the many local heroes competing on soil, taking 3rd place, as Kevin Antinga is being warned by the officials with a 5-second penalty coming with it, I'm afraid.
It's not gone well for Kevin Latinga, has it? But away comes Castro to the inside again. Can he get just the one? Yes, he can. He gets Goldstein in towards turn number 2 and going very slowly there. The 3.39, that is Lars Vinek, and that's gone very wrong, and it's broken, and he's actually pushing it into the pit lane there. Well, fair play to him, trying to clear the track himself. Oh dear, and that's another driver who's gone a cropper. That's the 3.22.
2 drivers coming together actually with a 3.12.
Yeah, now that's David Gonçalves, who unfortunately has got a heavy amount of damage. The Portuguese driver in the CRG. Not very well, and the other one was the 3.12, did you say? Yeah,
Van der Eyden from WGS Racing coming together as they were battling at the back end of the grid. Just happened in turn number 3 and 4 in the first sections. By the look of it, we might need to see that again as we're back here on lap number 7. That is Marcus Luzio, overtaken by Diogo Castro, very much on the charge thanks to his half set of pressure rubber. Now Clément Autran is picking up the pace by the look of it. He's going to be charging through as well. Not quite in turn number 4. It's way too narrow for any driver to pull out a move out there. Turn number 5 could be an option. Everybody stays in as the 3.22 indeed. Goncalves is back with the CRG machine from Dino Motorsport. There's no more to do, unfortunately, for him. He was shown the mechanical flag. You have within 3 laps to make your way back to the pits.
Yeah, exactly that. Well, dramas then throughout this race, but Diogo Castro here doing a brilliant job, and down the inside again goes Clément Autran on Marcus Luzio. No time wasted there, straight down the inside. Now these two are running on normal tyres. They haven't put brand new ones on these ones, the same as Eli Goldstein. No new tyres on, but they are sticking with Diogo Castro at the moment, who is starting to break away despite the slipstream and anything like that. He is holding on to the lead of this one. So absolutely no drama there whatsoever. But it brings the question as well, what about the rest of the drivers? There are so many drivers out there who have got a fresh set of tyres on both sides. But the side that's only got the fresh set on the left seems to be working the best.
Yeah, interestingly, we have 10 corners to the left, on to 7 to the right, don't forget, on this track of Portimao. So certainly a good advantage for the tires to be functioning better in those particular corners. Some of them trying to go for the right, some others onto the left. So different strategies at play, which is always interesting from one team to the other. As we see what happened here, the contact, one of the drivers being pushed out a little bit, the 2.63 by the look of it. And we'll get back to that. Yeah, that might be a Gilles Renmans, if I've seen correctly, from the GP. That was leaving the track but rejoining as soon as he could. Up number 9, here we go, ladies and gents. As we still have up to 4 different contenders for the win. Run inside, Clément Autran is taking a good option. The door is open, and Marcus Luzio dives in through as well. And Goldstein, in the meantime, has been waiting in the wings a little bit to try to maybe switch position at some point. And he might see that opportunity roaring just in front of him. As Clément Autran has decided to lead the pack, entering the last 2 laps. Luzio might want to fight back, but he knows he has to go defensive as well, otherwise. Well, Castro and Goldstein in turn number 9, and there he goes, committing to the inside for Diogo Castro, back into P2.
That was a very last-minute call there for Diogo Castro to go down the inside of Marcus Luzio through turns 8 and 9, but he certainly made it work. And those left-hand tyres certainly allowing him to just grip that inside curb to pull the kart through the corner. Very, very lucky with that one indeed. Back onto the start-finish straight they go. And again, we'll see this slipstream effect come in as wasting no time now. Straight to the lead does Diogo Castro. And now he's going to have to defend here from Marcus Luzio, who's going to try and sell him the dummy here. No, he can't quite get that kart down the inside. So it's still Diogo Castro who leads the way at the moment from Luzio. From Clement Autran from Goldstein. Goldstein trying to go around the outside there. That's not going to work. He checks over the shoulder, can see that he's got a nice big gap now to the rest of the field, which is being led by Aaron Garcia. And a little bit of contact between the top 3. And to the inside goes Marcus Luzio. And Autran and Diego go wheel to wheel. And Autran loses out. Goldstein up into 3rd. But a little bit of contact into the braking zone there, unsettled the top 3. And now Luzio comes out on top here. And Diogo Castro sits there in P2 with only a couple of corners to go. It looks like it's sealed and done here for Marcus Luzio. No drama whatsoever for him as he exits now. He'll take the win in their final qualifying heat of the day. It's Marcus Luzio from Diogo Castro, Goldstein and Autran. Oh, they have got another race, I think, today as well for that one, or it's his 2nd win for Marcus Luzio. There we go. Hand gestures working well in the commentary box here from Kim Alvarez. But what a race that was there. Well, I've got to give it to Diogo Castro. That's a brilliant fight for him with the fresh set on the left-hand side of the kart. Certainly showed that that's worked better than putting on a brand new set on both sides, or the right side on its own as well.
Yeah, correction to what I said earlier. Through the 17 corners that we have here in Portimao, we have actually 7 left and 10 right, so the other way around. So that might explain with, of course, the one side into the right corners on the left being put under more stress, while going left, well, the tires on the right side are being put under more pressure on the outside line on each corner. That might explain why it's a bit of a half and half sort of track, isn't it? And some of the drivers are picking the left or the right side of the tires to go for fresher rubber. So Dean, as by the look of it, with the performance of Diogo Castro going left, well, it seemed to be paying off. That could be something worth paying attention to for the other drivers for the last few races of the rotation. Marcus Luzio, in the meantime, picking up his 2nd victory for what is his last race for those two groups respectively, from Diogo Castro, Eli Goldstein, Clement Autran, Aaron Garcia. We have as well the Spaniard Aluja Orlesti, 17 places gained. Another beautiful performance and recovery from the MDC Racing driver, from Colin McQueen, Angelo Melli, Igor Erwin, Marcus Glum, Nettelship, Oliveira, Gale,